Morning, everyone. I would like to begin by sincerely thanking the organizers for the kind invitation to the ITU to join the Global ICT Standards Conference 2025 and discuss about ITU's standardization activities on AI and physical AI, embodied AI technologies. Embodied AI is one of the most transformative frontiers in the field of AI, and since 2017, the ITU has been leading efforts to ensure that AI accelerates progress on global challenges while promoting universal connectivity and sustainable digital transformation. Our work is guided by Resolution 214, adopted by the ITU Plenipotentiary Conference in Bucharest in 2022, and by the United Nations General Assembly Resolution A78L49, which calls for safe, secure, and trustworthy AI that benefits all humanity. Embodied AI represents a significant step forward. It extends AI beyond digital domains into the physical world through systems that can perceive, act, and learn. These technologies are already transforming health, manufacturing, mobility, and environmental management. Next slide, please. So ITU's work on AI advances through 4 areas of action: our multi-stakeholder dialogue, capacity building, standardization, and governance. These 4 pillars together ensure that AI is developed responsively, inclusively, and with tangible impact for every country. So when it comes to the multi-stakeholder dialogue, ITU's AI initiatives are deeply rooted in collaboration. So first and foremost, the AI for Good Global Summit is the United Nations leading platform on artificial intelligence. It is organized annually by ITU in Geneva, Switzerland, in partnership with 53 UN sister organizations and a wide range of stakeholders. And each year, the summit convenes heads of state, ministers, scientists, and youth innovators to translate AI advances into practical solutions for humanity. This broad participation that I was mentioning ensures that the global AI discussions reflect the diversity of the United Nations membership and the needs of all societies. And through the AI for Good platform, we have built the AI for Good neural network, connecting more than right now over 53,000 participants from 190 countries. And this facilitates continuous dialogue, technical exchange, and partnerships building between governments, innovators, and researchers. And embodied AI, of course, brings new challenges when it comes to ethics, safety, data governance, human-machine interaction. And through this open and inclusive dialogue, we can address this collectively, ensuring that AI really supports solving some of the humanity's biggest challenges. In this sense, since 4 years ago, we have been working on the AI and Robotics Discovery Series that looks at cutting-edge research and the latest advances on embodied AI and autonomous robotics technologies to solve global challenges. We have been able to put together a community of over 30,000 roboticists that join our different activities and events. And we have online programming happening every 2-3 weeks. And this has been going on since 2022. So this is when it comes to the multi-stakeholder dialogue piece. When it comes to capacity building, this is our second pillar, and it's designed to equip all countries with the skills and tools needed to participate fully in the AI era. The AI Skills Coalition provides multilingual education resources and training programs, strengthening digital literacy and AI competencies worldwide. And this initiative also builds a robust pipeline of advanced innovation from a very early age, ensuring that the next generation can create, apply, and govern AI responsibly. This the AI Skills Coalition is one of the initiatives as part of our AI capacity building programs, but as well we have the Robotics for Good Youth Challenge competition, that inspires young innovators to design AI-powered robotic solutions that tackle real-world challenges, from climate resilience to healthcare. And this is like really a pipeline as well to really from a very early age to connect with young innovators. And this serves as well afterwards with the AI and machine learning challenges to have a pipeline of talent that then will contribute to ITU standardization activities in AI and other domains. And through these programs, the ITU ensures that no country is left behind as AI continues to evolve in this really fast-paced environment. The fourth pillar is AI governance, and events such as the AI Governance Day brought together more than 90 ministers and regulators, over half from developing countries, to exchange views on AI data, frameworks, and national strategies. And for the first time, the upcoming AI for Good Global Summit in 2026, from the 7th to the 10th of July, will be held back-to-back with the inaugural Global Dialogue on AI Governance, established under the United Nations General Assembly Resolution A79L118. And this marks a really important milestone in multilateral coordination on AI policy, enabling governments to shape common principles for accountability, transparency, and trust when it comes to AI technologies. The last area of action is AI standardization. And the ITU currently counts more than 400 standards and technical reports that address artificial intelligence. Some are already published, others under development. And these include standards on quality assessment, energy efficiency, multimedia systems, security, cable networks, protocols, and testing specifications. Next slide, please. As I was mentioning, we have these over 400 standards already published or under development. And these standards establish shared frameworks, definitions, and metrics that make AI systems interoperable, safe, and reliable. Consensus-based voluntary standards are the backbone of ITU's technical work. And as I was mentioning, they span a broad range of domains, including multimedia, energy efficiency, protocols, security, and cable networks. And over these 100 standards and technical reports, like really contribute to the standard setting process at the ITU. And as you know, the ITU is a very unique UN agency because it has a tripartite membership with our 194 member states, our industry members, and academia members, which count now over 1,000 of them. And all of them get together to develop these standards, to participate in this standard setting process that is membership driven and consensus based. Next slide, please. And to advance new frontiers, the ITU has also established focus groups and other collaborative initiatives. Focus groups are instruments created by ITUT, which is the telecommunications standardization sector at the ITU, that follows ITUT A.7 to augment the work of the study groups department program by providing an alternative working environment for items to look into pre-standardization activities of certain like really fast developing topics. And here we had like very successful use cases together with other UN sister organizations, with the World Health Organization, the World Meteorological Organization, the UNEP, the FAO, and others. And right now I would like to highlight, for example, the Global Initiative on AI for Health together with the World Health Organization and WIPO, and the Global Initiative on Resilience to Natural Hazards through AI, or the AI and Multimedia Authenticity Standards Collaboration. Those are examples that have been channeled through the multi-stakeholder platform that I was mentioning as the AI for Good Global Summit. That is not only a summit, but it's all these different areas of action that happen every year and constantly as part of ITU's activities. Next slide, please. Yeah, so building on the momentum of the AI for Global Summit 2024 and led by ITU, ISO, and ISC, the International Standards Exchange brings together leading voices driving AI standards and the world standards bodies to work on responsible, safe, and inclusive AI standards. Next slide, please. And this exchange, AI standards exchange, rests on three main components: an AI standards database, which includes, of course, embodied AI / physical AI standards, AI standards news from global standards development organizations, and AI standards capacity building, which is the third component that is going to be available on 2026 as part of the capacity building efforts of the ITU. Next slide, please. And as I was mentioning, this first component is the AI Standards Exchange Database. Here there is a QR code that you can scan and check all the compendium of standards on AI published by the ITU and our partner organizations, ISO and ISC, and other standard setting bodies. And each entry includes metadata that classifies the standards by human AI activity, industry vertical, application area, and use case, making the platform like really fully searchable and accessible through composite filtering and keyword search. And you can try it yourselves after like to really look into the standards that would apply in your specific domain and in your specific use case. Next slide, please. Yeah, so, and all of these, again, as I said, in collaboration with ISC, ISO, IEEE, and other entities. And really this is just growing. And we are happy to welcome more partners as we move forward. Next slide, please. Yeah, and I wanted to mention that that is very important to support and to help the work across jurisdictions, that a standard serves as these benchmarks to implement AI governance and to really move from high-level principles to practical implementation of AI governance frameworks. And as the slide says here, like the objective is like really to provide a one-stop gateway to global standards, reports, and news, so it's easily accessible for everyone. Next slide, please. I would like to really like highlight that the outcomes of the International AI Standards Exchange that was held during the AI for Global Summit 2025 earlier in July, so 3 months ago, are captured in the AI Standards for Global Impact from Governance to Action report. This report is available online. You can as well scan it and have access to it using the QR code. And this report highlights how standardization transforms these governance principles into practical tools, turning cooperation into measurable progress. And there is a specific area dedicated to embodied AI standardizations by ITUT. We had a panel discussion as part of the AI International AI Standards Exchange on Friday, the 11th of July, 2025. And this was a very good way and paved the way to future activities within the ITUT on embodied AI, physical AI technologies. And you can look into the outcomes of this session and have access as well to this session, checking this report. And now, like really briefly, I would like to comment on the different ITUT standardization activities on embodied AI. All this part of the this first part of the presentation, we really wanted to focus to give you a clear snapshot of the 4 areas of action on AI. In all these different actions, there is an embodied AI component as a technology, as the embedment of AI into the physical world through different systems that can interact with the environment. And we have activities on embodied AI into these 4 different verticals. Now, when it comes to ITU standardization, and now we are going to move to the next slide, please. We have activities into, and probably you already are familiar with the ITUT structure. Our standardization work is channeled through the different study groups. And study group 2, for example, has developed recommendations on intelligence maintenance robots for on-site smart patrol of telecommunication networks. So these are 2 recommendations that have been issued on this specific topic. Study group 11 has been developed data management interfaces for smart aquaculture systems. The study group 13 has defined functional requirements for robotics as a service. The study group 17 has been working on a new work item which defines security requirements and guidelines for embodied AI systems. And the study group 21 has been looking into different frameworks, benchmarks, and ontology standards for embodied AI. And here there are 2 core work items directly targeting embodied AI systems by defining system capabilities, perception, decision-making, action, and interaction, and establishing a standardized benchmarking frameworks. And these are both the requirements and framework for embodied artificial intelligence systems and the assessment criteria for embodied AI systems. And as well, we have approved ITUT recommendations on, for example, indoor conversational robot systems. And all of these are complementary efforts that address enabling technologies as well that we have on top of the 3 items that I have mentioned. So all of these like a really fast-paced environment. As I was mentioning, ITU is a contribution-driven organization. So through this tripartite membership, we get many proposals and on AI technologies, and of course as well embodied AI technologies. So this is like a really an open call for different organizations and institutions to participate in the efforts carried out by the ITU as a neutral platform, UN agency for digital technologies, to support all these efforts to develop trustworthy and secure embodied AI systems for everyone. And recently, we also organized a workshop on embodied AI and multimedia, brought together institutions, academia, and industry to discuss the requirements enabling embodied AI in multimedia. And we explored standardization opportunities for technology advancement and others. And this was in collaboration between Study Group 21 and AI for Good. And this event built upon these valuable contributions that happened during this panel discussion at the Global Summit 2025. And the plan is to continue all this global conversation at the Summit 2026 in Geneva in July, but as well throughout the year through the capacity building initiatives, AI standard setting, and AI governance. So this is very important. So next slide, please. Yeah, so the International AI Standard Summit is one of the next activities that we are organizing together with our partners, ISO and ISC, through the World Standards Cooperation. And this is gonna be a really high-level gathering in Korea and South Korea, in Seoul, 2nd and 3rd of December this year. And this is gonna be looking again into AI design, governance, and international standards. And this conversation is gonna continue in 2026, moving towards the AI for Good Global Summit, that it will happen as I mentioned, from the 7th to the 10th of July. Next slide, and this is like really the closing slide. So what we want to invite you and really remind about this presentation is the 4 pillars of activity of the ITU, the multi-stakeholder platform, in which I want to emphasize the AI and robotics discovery series, in which we have active participation of leading researchers, professors that look into cutting-edge research on AI and robotics to solve global challenges. For example, the last session that we had was on foundation models for robotic systems, and we have continuous activities throughout the year online, and everyone can participate. So please check online our program. On the part of capacity building, we have different activities. Again, the Robotics for Good You Challenge for really young innovators for age 10, 18 years old. So we are active in over 60 countries, and as we speak, we have just concluded the Robotics for Good You Challenge South Africa, and this is the first of 5 pilot program that we are having in partnership with Google and Will.i.am Foundation to provide not only the Robotics for Good You Challenge global competition, but as well AI and robotics training to students from all these 5 African countries, South Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, and Kenya, but as well with the plans to really scale this up in the years to come everywhere in the world to really ensure closing the digital divide, to not be just absorbing technology, but really being able and empowering young generations to shape the future of this technology. And this technology in the end is autonomous robotic systems that are developing students from a young age. And we want to ensure that they, first of all, they get familiar with the latest technologies and how to embed AI in the robotic systems that they are designing, get used as well in the future, and that they participate in the ITU standard setting processes, which is like very important to continue this pipeline of talent as they move forward in their careers. So this is the second aspect, the AI governance aspect. Of course, like all the global discussions are going to happen next year during the Global Summit in Geneva, and as well back to back with the global dialogue on AI, governance of AI, convened by the UN General Assembly, and finally the AI standards development that is happening right now at the ITU as we speak in all these different study groups that I have mentioned, and that I invite you to get a closer looking into the ITU standards report that we publish every year, and that looks into like really a deep dive into all AI standards activities as an emerging topic and emerging technology. Embodied AI is taking prominence, and we really thank the organizers for having invited us here and to have ITU join this very important conversation on the future of physical AI and current efforts on physical AI standardization. Thank you very much, and please feel free to reach out to us, and we would be happy to provide any additional information as required. Thank you very much.